I bought a new camera that I've wanted for some time, and it arrived just now, actually. And I wanted to share a moment with you. You probably know what this is already. I've been wanting it for some time. And I had its predecessor, the Pen EP5, and I actually have all of the Pen cameras. I've been collecting them. And this, of course, is the Pen F. And I found it, I didn't really want it as a kit because I already have quite a few micro four thirds lenses, but this is how I found it, with the Emzuiko 14-42 Pancake Lens. I did not have the Pancake Lens, thank goodness. At least it's not something that I already have doubles or triples of, because I do have quite a bit of a few kit lenses that came with my other cameras. So this is nice, and it's a silver model. I wasn't actually sure which I was going to get, the silver or the black. And in the end, this turned out to be, I believe, the only pen left over, the only new pen left over at the store. They had a special offer on it, so I figured it was time to get it. Yeah, I can see this box is well worn. It's been passed around from shelf to shelf. This pen has been waiting for a while to get bought. You can see the scratches from all the store shelves. You see right here? This thing has been moved around, but it's fine. Now it's fine, so it's totally cool. Yeah. So let's open it. I'm not exactly sure which direction this goes in. Oh, this way. There we go. So, yeah. Yes, here we have the lettering from the old Pen F. This is the actual lettering from that camera, which was revolutionary in its day. I mean, it shot half frame. And, you could squeeze 72 shots on a 36 roll, 36 frame roll, which is pretty amazing for that. And that's actually where I believe the size of the micro four thirds or the 4/3 sensor comes from. It's half the size of a 35mm film frame. Now it's a little bit less than half because obviously they had to have a little bit of border, a little bit of separation between the two frames that were captured on a single 35mm frame as they fit them vertically on it. But that's neither here nor there. I'm sure there are a bunch of theories about how the size of the sensor came about, and I'm not about to get into debate about it. So, let's open up the box. There we go. The sneeze you heard was from one of my kitties. He's been out in the cold again. Yeah. Extend your warranty for 6 months. I have been on my Olympus for years, so I know about this already. Okay. This is a little pamphlet. I know this fellow from back when I was in college. Yeah. I used to follow the modeling news back then, and yeah. Let's see. I believe I have this pamphlet in PDF form and I've had it for years. They have a nice leather shoulder strap. They have a wrapping cloth. Good stuff. A leather bag. Yeah. Yeah. I have this lens, of course. I have the 25 and the 17. The 12 I don't have yet. I would like to get, and the 75 I don't have yet, and I would definitely like to get that one too. Right. This is service warranty, European service warranty. Let's see. This is probably the charger here. So we've got the power cord for the charger, and we've got the battery. And I have, I think, 3 more of these batteries because it uses the same battery as my EP5. I also have the charger as well because the EP5 uses the same charger. So that's cool. Yeah. Put that there. This is the Olympus USB cable. It's a special cable that has a different kind of a... Here, let me make sure the camera is focused on it. Yeah, it has a different kind of head as other cables. It's still just USB 2.0, but it does a bunch more things, I guess, than a normal USB mini B cable, or whatever the other cable is called. And of course the charger. And I have a bunch of these already, so yeah. I'm actually, frankly, since I have the chargers already, I'm just not going to, yeah, just gonna do that. And I have the cable as well. I'm just gonna keep these in the box because there's no need to have redundant equipment. And I assume this is the lens. Let's see. I still remember when Olympus sent me the Pen EP2, and I unboxed that one. What a nice surprise! What a beautiful camera that was. And now this I bought myself. They didn't send me this thing. So I just want to be clear about that. But they sent me the EP2 to review, and I so hated giving it back. I get so attached to that camera. It's so beautiful at the time, and it still is. And, so, that was when I started thinking seriously about pen cameras, and I started wanting to collect them. Yeah, so this is the Pancake Lens. Lovely little kit lens. I mean, for a kit lens, this is gorgeous. So beautiful. Yeah. Beautiful. Just beautiful. And I have the old kit lens from the EP2. I have the newer kit lens from the EP5. And so now I have this one as well. And really, the kit lens, you can take so many great pictures with it. It's wonderful, really. The only reason you'd want to get something better than the kit lens is if you have specific needs, like better bokeh, better low light performance, or different focal range needs. So yeah, because these are made very well. So right, well, let's stick this back in here. And now comes the part, well, the part of the user manual. And I always read my manuals and refer back to them, so I want to know exactly what a camera is capable of. And that's actually why I've been sticking with Olympus cameras so much. It's because, so there's a manual for the lens too. It's because they're very capable, and I'm always surprised when I look inside the manual to find out how many things the camera can do. And so I look forward to reading this. Yeah. There we go. Now this must be the camera, and somewhere else in here I believe there's a flash. There's a flash that comes with the camera. Yep, this would be the flash case. And okay. Ah yes, this beautiful little flash. Adorable. I've been actually shooting in my studio with Olympus pen cameras for years now, and I love the way they control the flashes wirelessly, and it works great even with a built-in flash on a pen, because before the Pen F they all had built-in flashes. Well, the EP1 didn't have a built-in flash, if I recall. Well, I can check, actually. I'm curious now. I've become curious about this. Let's have a look. See. Yeah, this is the EP1. I'm trying to focus the camera, make sure it's on it. And no, it does not have a flash. So yeah, this is my EP1. There we go. And of course this is my EP2. My EP3 is my camera bag, and so is my EP5. I love this little dial here. Yeah. Okay, well, back to trying to get the plastic off of this this flash. I believe it's somewhere here. Where is that dividing line? Oh, for goodness sake. It's here somewhere, except I can't get it to. Well, this is a bit like going to the bathroom and not being able to get your fly undone. It's gonna happen one way or another. When you gotta go. But I think I might be getting it now. There we go. All right. So a very cute little flash. It probably uses power from the camera. I haven't looked into the details of it yet, but I assume, oh, very nice. You don't depress any buttons, so this is yeah. I assume after a while that mechanism might become worn because you don't depress any buttons. It just sort of, yeah. But we'll see. Don't tell me it also swivels, because that'll be, whoa. It swivels. Oh my god! I mean, this is like a full-featured, fully articulating flash, except it's really tiny. It's adorable. Okay, sweet. So, yeah, this I might as well pull this out because it's protect this little flashes I carry around. So this is the pouch for it. Cute little pouch. Okay, good stuff. How do I... Wait a minute. Oh, it's folded in on itself. Ah, yes. Okay, good. Right, stick the plastics back in the box. Otherwise they keep bothering me. And there we go. There's something... Oh, the strap. That's got to be the strap. So let's see. The camera. And this is the strap. Now, I haven't used a camera strap in years. It looks like a nice strap. Well, maybe I'll use this one, but I doubt it. I'm not a camera strap kind of person. I just hand carry my cameras or I stick them in the bag. So, this is the big moment. I've never actually held a pen in my hand. So this is the first time. Yeah, I'm holding it. I've never gone to a store to actually, do a touch and feel on it, see what it's like. So this is it. Lovely finish. Yeah. And this is just grippy enough to work. Huh. Wow. Yeah, and the display can be pulled from there. It's got a little indentation, or from here. It's got this little indentation here. So, yeah. Nice. Very nice. Yeah. Yeah, it's got a good feel. Huh. Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. This is harder, probably because it's towards the edge and you don't want to rotate it too easily. And the mode dial, of course, since I've been using an E3 camera, the flagship E3 DSLR for the past few weeks, the mode dial now feels weird to me because the E3 didn't have a mode dial. You would depress a function button and then switch the mode dial with one of these dials. So now I'm back to a mode dial. That's interesting. Yeah. And of course there's a lock, but I'll keep it unlocked. I mean, it's already hard enough to switch the mode, and I don't have the problem where I'll have to see exactly how this button works. I don't have a problem with rotating my dials or pressing my buttons needlessly. So that's nice. And this, of course, is the button to switch between those different modes there. And of course, the little sensor. The little sensor that could and still does. Yeah, very neat. Very neat. It's quite light, even though it's metal. And of course, gone is the display port, or whatever the name for that was. Let me show you what I mean. Now, these cameras had this port over here. Let me just make sure you can see it. There, it's focusing on it now. And this port is where the viewfinder used to go, right? See, it would go right in there, and it was a fully articulating one that you could lift up. I'm sure if you've seen the EP2, you've seen the viewfinder, yeah, for it. And so that's. But since this one has a built-in viewfinder, right here, then there's no need for that display port anymore. Yeah. Interesting. I still got the little buttons here. And I expected actually this grip here to be smaller than it is. And it certainly is a tiny grip. But when you put your finger on it, there's actually enough space between the dial here, the rear dial, and that magnify button, so that it works all right in the hand. Well, let's find out where this was made, because I understand they're made in different places. They're not all made in the same country. So this one's made in Vietnam. Okay, cool. Right. Well, let's stick a battery in it, and I know I should charge the battery beforehand, but let's see if it's got enough juice to boot up the camera, and I'll charge it afterwards. Battery empty. So I guess not. But I do have some pen batteries, of course, that I can put in there, and also a card that I've had ready. So I'll be right back. Right, the card, the battery. And this one's charged. So we're going to stick it in. Well, look at that. It's, come on. Great. And I guess it's time to, well, it's time to put on the lens as well. Why don't we? Yeah. I'm still in my pajamas. That's why the red sleeves. Because the courier came quite early. Woke me up. So it does extend out. Okay. I thought it was just flat all the time with internal focusing, but it does extend out its barrel. Okay. So, well, I guess it would be fun. This is, look, that's the EP2, that's the EP1, and the rest are in my bag. So I'm showing you my desk through two screens in one lens. It's kind of no, through two lenses and two screens. Yeah, that's kind of funny. Well, menu, year. Well, this would be 4 years after the launch of this camera, so yeah. It started with 2016 because that's when the camera was launched. Let me make sure you can see this. I hope you can see it. Focusing on this camera isn't... well, you can probably see it now, although it might not be crisp. No, it isn't. Come on. Oh, okay. So, 20... I might have to scrap this portion when I edit because it's just not focusing crisply on the writing, which is annoying. So 2016, let's switch it to 2020. We're on the 3rd of March, the 1st of March. Time, well, it's like 8:30, isn't it? Oh, it's 9 already. So 9. I'm pressing on that screen expecting to focus this camera, and that's not the way it works. So, oh. Oh, it's 9:01. Okay. Good. 9:01 and rec view 0.5 seconds. No, I like 1 second. 1 second is plenty. Let's go through and do the initial setup. I don't know if I'm boring you with this stuff. Let's do the initial setup off the camera because this would be boring, I'm sure, for some people. So there we go. I suppose. Oh, it's an e-zoom. Very nice. Huh. Yeah. Oh, very nice shutter movement. That was the first time. A very nice shutter movement, yeah. Now I'm still shooting in JPEG, so I'll do the initial setup shortly. Okay. Well, this is my pen camera. Thanks for watching. I'm glad to finally have it.